Hello guys, welcome to a new video. So I always thought that the mementos you get in Silent Hill Shattered Memories were useless. I thought like that because I was a bit disappointed with the gameplay that feels to me kinda empty, but its story and how your choices influence certain aspects of the game were cool. And we all know that the majority of things that appear in Silent Hill games have some kind of meaning. So yeah, let's start analyzing the meaning behind the mementos. It is a snow globe with a lighthouse and a woman inside. This memento seems to foreshadow the ending of the game that takes place in the lighthouse clinic where we learn the truth, and the woman is probably Cheryl. And it's kinda ironic that this is the first memento that we can get in the game. Basically, he's already telling us a bit of the ending of the story, which is really interesting. Hidden Fire. This is a box of Hemingway cigarettes found in the glove compartment of Sybil's car. Maybe it is proof that Cheryl smokes, considering that Heather said in Silent Hill 3 that she had quit smoking. And Cheryl seems like a very nervous person, and usually people smoke to relax, so I think it would make sense in this case. Symbolizes the incapacity of Cheryl dealing with Harry's death, just like what happened during the gameplay when monsters were chasing Harry. And all this thing about things getting frozen, it's interesting because every time we are close to discovering something related to the truth, Cheryl basically decided to freeze everything in her mind, and then you have the nightmare sections or whatever you call it. So this memento is a knife that has the following phrase: all stories end in death. This is a reference for the time Cheryl stabbed a security officer at the Toluca Mall. But we can also see in all stories end in death that it's basically saying that in the end we are going to discover that the story of the protagonist of this game, that we think it's Harry, his story is going to end in death, because we realize that in the end of the game he's dead. This flashlight doesn't work and has the word safety flashlight. It may represent how insecure, unsafe and lost Cheryl feels, since the flashlight helps you find your way and shows you unseen things. Later in the game, Harry tells Lisa that Cheryl used to collect butterflies. The butterfly may represent Cheryl, since we find that memento on the car where her boyfriend tries to convince her into making love, and we don't know how that story ended, and we can make assumptions that the pinned may mean that it happened and it was forced. My plastic perfect girl. This memento can mean the way Cheryl wanted to look. Maybe it looked like some other girl that she thought it was attractive. Here we have a fossilized enter in amber. Maybe Cheryl also collects ants besides butterflies. The ant can also symbolize Harry being always in Cheryl's heart, since it's found in a box with the shape of a heart. This is a medallion with the Saint Christopher that Cheryl uses in her high school portrait. Once more, another way of showing how insecure she was. Is a ring with a blue jeweled and is named Ice Queen. This probably refers to Cheryl's relationship with her boyfriend. And maybe the frog where we removed the ring represents Cheryl, like she was open up. I don't know, this is starting to sound a bit weird, but I think some of you got what I tried to say. So since we find this one on a locker in her high school, it is probably a gift from Steve, Cheryl's boyfriend. Infinity Jest is a skull and crossbones with the name Ophelia, a female character from the play named Hamlet. Is a rubber bone dog toy. And it may represent her dog that was killed. So you don't get confused, of course, that I'm always talking about Cheryl, okay? So this role film shows how Cheryl never got more memories of her father because he died when she was a little girl. The fact that this memento is found in a hamster cage may represent Cheryl going in circles and not moving on, like a hamster in a wheel. My flying lizard has a tag with the Lost World Terry. The Lost World was Alessa's favorite book and it's probably also Cheryl's favorite, and the safe may mean also that it was something important to her. Dr. Kaufman says that Cheryl created a Frankenstein monster of Harry in her head, so I guess this memento is a reference to that. We Ouroboros has written on it, "Love is an angry drug." This is another sign that Cheryl's love for her father is hurting her, but can also mean the weird relationship that Harry and Dahlia used to have. Poetry as precise as geometry. This memento says everything one event is true. The pen represents Cheryl's ability to making up stories in her head about Harry. She's kind of like writing a story with a pen. Happy Bond has the word sweetie, that was a word that Harry used to call Cheryl. This bracelet may be a present that she received from Harry and represent their relationship. This camera is used by Cheryl in the end, and it represents the memories that she still has from her father. So this ring may be the wedding ring from Cheryl's parents. This plush is from Myths and Legends attraction at the Lakeside Amusement Park. The Eve memento has true happiness written on it and has an image of Dahlia, and basically means that Cheryl should try find happiness with her mother, you know? Like the doctor said, Dahlia isn't as bad as she makes her to be. And then we have a memento that is called Andam, that has the photo of Harry and says never forget. And this is kind of obvious. Since he died, Cheryl should never forget about her father. And these were all the mementos you can find in the game. They are a cool addition and help us understand better Cheryl's story. And I would love to know if you agree with my ideas, if you have other ways of seeing things. I think talking about these things and seeing the vision of other people is always interesting. So if you do, don't forget, leave a comment. Also, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Silent Hill videos, you know. For now, I'm doing mostly videos about Tomb Raider. And if Silent Hill fans are interested in more videos, I need you to leave likes, comments, and interact a lot with Silent Hill videos, so I can know that I have people that want that content. Because lately I feel like I'm reaching Silent Hill fans, but maybe they feel like they are in the wrong channel. So yeah, I'm trying to do more videos, but it's nice to have some kind of feedback to know if I'm doing the right thing. So yeah, until next time, bye bye!